Hello everybody and welcome to Where Are They Now? Today, I'm going to talk to former MLB player, played in the league for 14 years, and according to MLB.com, he's not officially retired yet. It says active. I'm at his facility, Adam Kennedy Baseball. Adam Kennedy, what's going on,
How you doing, buddy?
What made you open up this facility?
A few influences from my brother, one of my best friends, my trainer. Coming to the end of my career, just kind of wanting to stay in the game. You know, baseball is all I know. It's all I know how to do. It's all I want to be a part of. So it was a great opportunity to sort of get it going as I was still playing, still fresh in people's minds, and what we do is Kennedy Baseball and the Kennedy family is baseball, and it's been fun getting it going, and still trying to be active, and just keeping that hope alive, maybe still playing again.
Exactly. So if the Dodgers or any team right now will call you, you're officially still active, right?
I need about 2 weeks.
Okay.
and then I get out there.
All right, so I got my man Adam Kennedy actually going to give me a little batting lesson, see what I'm doing wrong or right, because he comes from a huge hitting background, all right? Yeah, so talk to me, Adam. Let me see. This is how I stand, all right? Should I come a little closer right here?
Nah.
Stay here?
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead, let's see this. Roll right there. Be driving that pitch in the opposite field, right?
That's not too bad, actually.
Not bad? All right, so what'd you see? What'd you notice?
First things first, just initially just coming around the ball, but that's pretty common, especially when someone doesn't swing for a long time. But you got the strength and the bat speed, so you got a chance.
Oh, I got a chance?
You got a chance.
So I got bat speed?
You got a chance.
All right. Who do you want to give credit? You went to high school, your father was actually a health teacher at this school. Is he a health teacher right now?
No, he's retired, but he was my coach in high school. So I've always had a good foundation from him. Teaching us growing up. Sort of just putting us out on the field as youngsters and making us survive.
What made you pick Cal State Northridge? You had schools like UCLA, USC, Long Beach State. What made you go to that school?
Honestly, I wasn't a full-time baseball player in high school, so I don't know if they were turned off by me, playing other sports or just not doing the full-time summer ball, whatever it may be. I was big time into basketball, so all my effort wasn't into baseball. For whatever reason. Cal State Northridge came to watch me at a county all-star game, and when it came down to it, that was where I felt most appreciated. And if I hadn't made that decision, I can't promise you I'd be sitting here right now.
Wow. Okay. Let's speak about Cal State Northridge. Your freshman year in 1995. He was an assistant coach at the time, that 1 year, named Coach Mike Batel. Matter of fact, Mike Batel, great coach. He actually got drafted by the Dodgers in the 14th round, played until AA, and also went to, after Cal State Northridge, let me just give you a little description about Coach. He went to Fresno State, won the College World Series in Omaha in 2008, and guess how many losses his team had that year? 31. What kind of relationship did you have with your coach?
Great, right away, sort of at Cal State Northridge, I don't want to say it was a bunch of leftovers, but it's definitely not, the top tier, high school players going there. But for whatever reason, between Coach Batel and the group of players he brought in, those 3 years were as important as any 3 years of my life. The relationships I built, the baseball I got from Coach Batel, just it was a great time, and I'm very thankful that that happened the way it did there.
He told me one story. You were a freshman, and I don't know if you remember this, but he told me you were a freshman, and some senior, you were in left field, and some senior says, "Hey, you, go get the ball," and you told him, "I'm not your bitch, go get it yourself." Do you remember that? Tell me about that story. And that's when Batel said, "You know what, this guy's special. I love this guy." Go ahead.
Yeah, it did go down like that. You know, just being young and you know, trying to, you know, as a freshman, trying to just, you know, stand up for yourself and sort of make a, I don't want to say make a statement, but sort of let people know I'm here to play baseball. I'm probably going to take your job, and I'm not going to just, you know, do anything you tell me. I respect you as an older classman, but I'm here to play baseball, and you're really not going to get in the way of me doing that.
His freshman year, sophomore, junior year, he was All-American in college. Freshman year, you hit 360, 11 home runs, and I think you had in the 60s RBIs. Sophomore year, gets better, 383 or 393, I think. Was it 393?
I'm not exactly sure.
All right, I think it's 383, 393, but you hit 16 home runs, and I think you drove in the 80s with them, or 93 RBIs, I think. Junior year, now check this out. Man hit 487, 26 home runs, 99 RBIs, got drafted in the first round, 20th pick overall by the St. Louis Cardinals. How much do you owe to Coach Batel?
You know, if not all of it, you know, right next to it. You know, between him and my dad, they are the two that I owe all of it to in a package deal. I had a great time there. It was a great coach for me. He's a no-nonsense coach, and it was great to have that influence, you know, in those 3 years in college. It was a good time. You know, he taught me a lot and let me play, and you know, it was a great experience and a great stepping stone to each next level.
Your junior year, he would tell me, when I had a conversation with him yesterday, he would say he taught you in batting practice, you know, just hit over the shortstop's head. That's what he trained you. And, you know, opponents would be like, how's this guy got like 10 home runs already? He's not even hitting home runs in batting practice. What was that discipline like? What? I mean, I'm sure you would want to put on a clinic, you know?
Not really, you know. And I remember scouts, you know, trying to get on me, you know, why don't we want to see you hit some home runs? But still, you know, just how I always played was, I'm getting ready for today's game, and if I do well today's game, that will take care of itself. So I just went about that batting practice getting ready for the game, not to put on a show for the scouts or to intimidate the other team. Just give me 4 or 5 at-bats today, and let's see what I can do there.
Your hitting philosophy, what do you believe in? Letting the ball get deep or hitting it out in front?
For me, definitely hitting it out front. You know, it's my swing has always been a little complicated. It's always been a little bit of a challenge to sort of keep it, you know, honed in to where I need it to be. But you know, a couple things that I just really stay on is getting ready to hit early, and staying through the ball. You know, those you know, two of my biggest, you know, go-to points, especially, you know, working with either, whether it's my kids or some of the other kids.
I'm going to be batting right now, make believe. Show me what the ball does when you face Mariano at 96 miles per hour.
No problem.
So what does it do? So I'm in the batter's box, let's say. I'm a left-handed hitter. Okay?
First things first, you know what's coming.
You know,
so that's what makes it even more frustrating. So I know 100% Mariano's coming with this good cutter. So of all my bats, probably 20 or so bats, I have 2 broken bat singles. 2 broken bat singles.
That's an honor, by the way.
That's great. That's what I'm saying. So initially, right away, first pitch, he's coming in.
Okay, so that's how the ball looks like, right there?
Right here.
Okay.
And what makes him special in any good pitcher is the quick, late movement. So it's not a lazy cutter where you're reading the cut. It's coming straight, and last minute, we're here. So right away, he wants me to hit this foul ball. He wants me to hit this pitch. I know it's coming. I can't lay off it. I'm going to hit the foul, and I'm down 0-1. Every time. Okay. So now, he's going to tease me again. He's going to go in again. He's going to go in a little bit further.
So it looks like it's a
Straight.
It looks like it's a fastball coming right
straight,
here.
and he's going to go here. So now,
Oh my God.
do I have the discipline to lay off and make it 1-1, or am I going to foul it off again and be 0-2? That's what makes it tough. I have to determine, are my eyes telling me the truth, or do I know that this straight fastball is going to come off the plate? You know, it's hard to trust yourself when you're seeing one thing and knowing it's going to do another at the last second. So he's going to live here on me. He's going to make me pull, pull, pull. Then, when he gets me in that mode, he's going to go backdoor. It's going to be fastball off the plate.
Okay.
So now, am I going to swing at a ball because I know it's going to come back on, or am I going to take it and take a strike? So it's going to be off the plate away. I've already swung at 2 balls here. My eyes are over here. He's going to go backdoor. Now I have to be on top of being disciplined and being able to protect, or maybe it'll be a ball. Probably not. They're going to give him the strike, but it's going to be off the plate and now on the plate. What am I going to do with it?
When you got drafted, you played in the minor leagues for like only 2 years?
Yeah, I think about 2 years. Yeah,
2 years. You come to my hometown. Your first major league at bat. You're at Shea Stadium. The night before, where were you, and what did your AAA manager tell you? I want you to be specific about this.
The great part about that story is Rick Ankiel. We got drafted the same year. Everybody kind of knows his story, going from pitcher to hitter. He was, he was sort of. We were the kind of 1-2 guys coming up to the minor leagues, and in Memphis AAA, they called him in, said, "Rick, you're going to your next start's going to be in the big leagues in 3 days. You're going to stay here to get ready." So he comes out to the clubhouse and tells me, I made it to the big leagues before you." 10 minutes later, "Adam, come in. You're going to the big leagues tonight." So as happy as he was to get called up before me, I got to go to the big leagues before him. So we both went to New York together, and it was playing in Shea Stadium was a very intimidating experience. That first game, playing on the field with Mark McGuire, Willie McGee, Robin Ventura, Olerud, Ordonez on the other side. All these guys. Kenny Rogers was on the mound. So for me, not just being in the big leagues, but on that stage with those players was a pretty cool thing.
When you got to the big leagues, your locker, who were you next to, and who came up to you and said, "Welcome to the big leagues, rookie"?
Joe McEwing was what we had played in the minor leagues together, and he was in St. Louis. He sort of made me feel a little more comfortable, a little more at home. Eric Davis was a good influence. He was a really nice guy. Yeah, there were some big boys on that team in St. Louis when I got there. So for me, just try to sit in the corner, don't screw things up too bad. Just kind of watch these guys go to work. And it was a privilege to kind of see how that operation went with all those big guys. It was great for me to walk into that and go from there.
Now in Anaheim, it was a great run for you guys. You guys won your first World Series ever. You're part of that team. Against Minnesota in the American League Championship Series. You hit the baseball in the 3rd, 5th, and 7th inning. 3 what?
3 homers.
3 home runs. Now, tell me, was the baseball, did it have muscles? Was it getting bigger and bigger as, the 5th inning came and the 7th inning came? I mean, tell me about that day.
The funny story about that day, going into it, we didn't take batting practice on the field, took batting practice in the cage. And I remember hitting with Troy Gloss in a group together, and it was so bad, they just told me to leave.
Wow.
So I got out of there. I remember right before I was leading off the 3rd inning, you said that, the first one. Leading off the 3rd inning, I asked Mickey Hatcher, the hitting coach, should I just swing at the first pitch? He's like, do whatever you want. Sure enough, first pitch, home run, sort of make you relax. It's amazing what one good swing on the game will do for your bad swing, 100 bad swings in the cage.
Yeah, I actually experienced that in college, and but not the big league level. And now let's talk about the World Series. That's unbelievable that year, what you guys did. And break this down to me. You're up 2-up in the series. Game 5, you're in San Francisco. San Francisco Giants demolished you guys. They scored 16 runs. They beat you guys 16-4. After the game, everybody goes on a plane, heads back right here to Anaheim. Did Mike Scioscia, manager that year, his first year as a manager in the big leagues, was there any speech before that for game? Because Game 6, coming to Game 6, you guys are down 3-2. Momentum is definitely going San Francisco Giants' way. How did the clubhouse? Was there tension the next day? What was it? I mean, 2 days later?
No, I honestly can't remember there ever being a different feeling during that whole run from the middle of the season when we really started to play well to the last game. Just sort of everybody going about their business the same way. Everybody trusted that the guy next to them was going to be ready. And no, there was no speeches, no nothing.
No doubts? Nobody doubted? Nothing?
I remember having a little bit of doubt during Game 6, being down late. I remember kind of wondering, is this going to be it? And as it started to make the comeback, it's like, all right, now we're back in it. But not until the middle of the game where it wasn't going too well. I honestly, you start to wonder, we're running out of time. We need to get it going.
Tell me about Scott Spezio, man. Is he like the character, the clubhouse man? Because I love that guy. Matter of fact, is he around here?
No, he's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had a huge at bat. You got a fastball pitcher, and Spezio, full-fledged fastball hitter. So you feel good about the at bat. We're still down. I think we were down 5 maybe. His 3-run home run gets us back into the game, and we can work with that. But watching that whole bat and replaying it, just pitch after pitch after pitch, fastball after fastball, that was a fun at bat to watch and to get everybody kind of back into the game and really sort of that one at bat turning the tides back to us.
So now Game 7, bottom of the 9th, Troy Percival, your closer. You're up 4-1. It's 2 outs. Man on first and second. Kenny Lofton, left-handed hitters up. You're playing second base. A little nervous?
Maybe a little bit, but I don't remember that nervous feeling just because of the things we had already been through. The first game of the playoff run that year in New York, we had a lead in the 7th or 8th with our bullpen. It was usually game over. I remember Bernie Williams at bat hits a 3-run home run. Yankee Stadium shaking, and I'm on second base. After that happened, I was good. I could have pretty much handled anything. And to take me to that point of bottom of the 9th World Series, you sort of already had the jitters out of you from a previous experience. And when Kenny Lofton hit the ball in the air, little guys can't hit the ball out of Anaheim at night too much. So when he hit it in the air, I felt we were okay.
But I'll tell you one thing. I think Percival got lucky. He swung at the first pitch. It was kind of high and in. I think if that was a little low, I think Kenny would have done something with that pitch.
Possibly, but you
never know, right?
Anaheim's not an easy place to hit homers at night. You got to put a charge into one.
Is it built for lefties or righties, Anaheim?
Anaheim is real fair. I mean, it is a little bit shorter to right, but you got the high wall. But at night, night in L.A., San Diego, Anaheim, Oakland, California, air, you're not getting many cheap home runs. So those are all real fair fields. If anybody has a pitcher, the advantage would be the pitcher, come nighttime.
So World Series night, champagne going everywhere, celebrating, clubhouse. I mean, what'd you guys do afterwards? They talk to me. Restaurants, clubs, lounges.
We stayed around the stadium for a long time, and we weren't the kind of team that had a big planned party, afterwards. We just kind of went about our business, and whatever happened. We stayed at the stadium for a while. After the game, I just went with I went with my brother and my friends to a restaurant and just sort of, finished the night there.
Any questions you want me to ask that you want to talk about? Anything?
No, appreciate you coming out, spending time here with us. I had a great career. I have no regrets. It was a blast. I've met a million people. I've got so many great relationships from baseball. It's been a fun ride, and it's been fun to share with my family, my kids. It's really been a good time, and sort of why I did this, to really keep me in the game. It's all I really love and care about. I have no other hobbies. This is it. I really enjoy it, and it's been fun. And thanks for coming out and spending some time here.
I totally appreciate it. Thanks for having me. This is Adam Kennedy. My name is Eddie Mata from Where Are They Now?